All right, and welcome.
Can you hear us?
Yes. Yeah, you should be able to now. Hello and welcome to Sunday Night Live, now with audio.
Sounds like...
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, we're here.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay, good.
All right, apologies.
Sorry about that.
Okay, so to begin again.
What did we say? Okay, I
think
I remembered.
We're here doing something a little different.
Something a little different, but it is also very similar to the same. Because,
we're still drinking.
Yeah, we are still drinking, but we have a little bit of a social conscious undertone.
Yeah.
I said it better the first time.
We're doing some feel-good bourbons paired with some feel-good stories.
Yes.
And just to start this episode out, like you said, we'll still be drinking. We're going to doing some comfort bourbons for us, but we also want to let you guys know that we are dedicating this episode because you guys are so awesome and you super chat us every week and it makes us feel so good and it supports our channel and all the things that we're able to do. But we also want to give back during this time when we know a lot of people are facing a hard time. Tony Curtis is going to be the first one, my boy,
yes.
my little baby.
Yes.
Oh, you know what I have for you, Tony?
Oh, yes.
I have some forgiven as one of my comfort pours. But anyways, I will get to your super chat in one moment.
Yes. Well, I feel like we need to get this out at the very top of the episode.
Go ahead.
Super chats are, of course, appreciated and valued. And that super chat will go towards our fund.
Our fund for the evening.
For the evening, which is the United States Bartenders Guild, the USBG. So 100% of all super chats and donations will be donated towards that. Now, here's the thing. The net. Here's the thing. YouTube does take a portion out of super chats. So super chats are good, and we love them, and we thank you for your donation. However, if you would like for 100% of that to go towards it, we have listed our PayPal down in the description of this episode. We've also listed a direct link if you just want to go ahead and donate directly to the USBG. BG, yeah, right.
Bartenders Guild.
Bartenders Guild, yeah. You can do that as well. So basically, whether we get a super chat tonight or a PayPal. If you do PayPal, add us in the comments and let us know, and we'll give you a shout out and cheers. But that is all for tonight going towards the Bartenders Guild because a lot of bartenders
and service industry
people are out of a job right now because of the
like
crisis.
they're generally the ones pouring us the stuff, right?
Yes.
You guys, first of all, for Tony.
Thank you, Tony.
Yeah, and you know, we can only do what we can do in one episode, and we recognize that a lot of you might also be experiencing tough times right now. Like, we're just trying to do what we can do, and we don't even know how long we can do what we can do, right? We're just trying to make the best of this situation.
But we can right now.
We can right now, and so we're going to, for as long as we can, do things to help those who are in need. And that hits close to home for us, being bourbon drinkers. If I'm sure there are lots of other causes that also need support. So
Absolutely.
If you have a cause that is top of mind, we're going, like I said, we're going to do this for as long as we can do this. And so if you want to see other causes supported, just feel free to let us know. It's bourbonnight@gmail.com. I can't promise anything because, like I said, we're going to go for as long as we can to do donations like this.
Yes.
So let us know if you have a cause, and we will consider it. But for tonight, we are supporting the Bartenders Guild.
Bartenders Guild. It's germane to our subject matter.
It is very germane.
It's germane. We try to
germane.
keep things germane. I also want to say that...
we have money, $100 from Todd Cooper.
All right, Todd Cooper. We will get something...
Tony and Todd.
In our... Yeah.
What's in our glass right now, Chad?
Well... There we
to
go.
Todd.
Right now, as we do at the top of every episode, we have something already poured, and it's always a sample that someone has sent us. This is from Tiffany and Jamie Beaver, and this is a Willett Family Estate 13-year, which is 59.8% ABV. Don't make me do the math, but it's...
Don't make us math.
It's almost 120. 119.6. There,
it's
I did
tasty.
it.
It's tasty stuff.
Yeah.
So, as we said, we will be doing pours that make us feel good, but we have also been hearing some stories that make us feel good that are related, in a way, to our hearts. Mm-hmm. And so we will get into those in a second. Joseph Brazo
Joseph
hearts go out for
man.
Joseph Brazo, an orthodontist, a man after my own teeth. No, literally, I'm doing Invisalign right now, and he always checks in on me because he's sweet, him and his wife.
Yes.
Said probably my last super chat for a while, but I tended bar for half my life. Thanks for helping. And we're all just doing what we can. Thank you, Joseph.
Joseph and Lisa Marie. There
just so you guys, I mean, we're in the first couple of minutes right now. We are at $160. This is awesome. Whatever little we can do, we want to do.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
This is a lot already.
So forgive the absent-mindedness. We've got a lot that we want to talk about in this episode, but so it's like this weird kind of dichotomy of we want to give a distraction to what's going on in the world, but we also want to be good stewards. Mm-hmm. So we're kind of trying to do both in this episode, which might kind of seem like a little bit of an oxymoron. So just, please bear with us.
Well, I think it would be remiss of us to ignore the current situation. We're not ignoring anything.
Right.
But I don't want to focus on the negative, and I don't want to completely act like it's not happening. I want to talk about...
Do both.
Yeah, I want to do a little bit of both. Brian Brennicky and Tammy super chatted $20 for the Bartenders Guild, and I think we just got another one too. And we have another super chat.
Yes.
So I'm going to try my best to keep up with what's happening here.
Luckily, we can do this on the back end. But
yes.
ADHD Whisky, which is another great whiskey channel here on YouTube.
Go follow. Ate a lot of burgers yesterday.
Recently just ate a hell of a lot of burgers with some other great whiskey tube channels here. Did a $10 super chat, which will go towards that fund. He says, high fives for doing this tonight. Congrats on 50K. And thank you very much. We appreciate that. ADHD Whiskey.
Wow.
Formerly ADHD Fishing. Still loves fishing, I imagine.
Yes, lots of things.
Scott Pigsley said $25 donated through the link.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we have Michelle Martin, $20 for all the bartenders out there. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle.
And we also have $25 from Mash and Drum, and I'm wondering if we should keep doing the cowbell because I think it's just going to become a thing.
Cowbell City.
$30 from Gary.
Gary, thank you.
Dosical?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Pronunciation, not my thing.
But Jason from the Mash and Drum says, thanks for supporting the bartenders. I appreciate it, guys. Cheers. Thank you. Another great whiskey channel here on the Whiskey Tubes.
Here's what I think we should do. Every now and then, I think we should just give a cheers as a reminder to what we're doing. I want to make the most out of this episode. I want to get through our list of feel-good things, and I hope that this level of donations will continue. We will shout you out. I don't know if we can continue the cowbell for the whole time. Otherwise, all we'll do is cowbell.
That's right.
So thank you, Eric W. for your $5.
For your $5 donation. Thank you very much.
This will be one episode where we don't cowbell you every single time.
Bill Sloan. There he is. And congrats on 50K, and super kind of you guys for doing this. Well, we appreciate it, Bill. Thank you.
Just
so
doing
much.
what we can. Oh, I like that. The little flick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so speaking of Jason at the Mash and Drum, we have a list here of things we want to talk about.
Good segue.
I think it's a great segue. So we actually were just doing some cleaning earlier, and we found some masks and gloves. Masks and gloves.
If you hide your face, it'll focus. Focus.
It's okay. They get it. Masks and gloves.
Focused.
And we were like, hey, we've been hearing about all these PPE, personal protective equipment, shortages, and we were like, is this personal protective equipment? Does this count? We don't know. So we sent a picture to Jason, and we were like, who is in the healthcare field, and we were like, hey, also love you, mean it, and what you're doing right now, but what do we do with this? Is this viable? What can we do to help?
He said, there are so many hospitals and pharmacies running short. I would look for a local organization that's collecting those. Local fire departments are collecting them, local pharmacies, and other first responders. So there you go. I think just reach out to your community and see who is doing that. And if you have any of those, they will go to much better use. I mean, we had them for like allergies.
Allergies when we clean sometimes.
Mowing grass, things like that.
We're both very allergenic.
It's needed much more elsewhere.
Right. We can get masks in the future for allergies. We're fine.
Yes.
But if you guys have anything like that, you can donate it. So that was one of our stories for today. That was actually a plus one, not one of the 7 that we listed in our
thing.
We're
featuring positive stories.
Some extras.
Because we need some positive stories, and that's one of them.
All right, we'll go ahead and do a cheers for the couple of super chats that just came in. Thank you all. I see a message from JG
Wentworth.
877 masks now.
Masks now. Ooh, switching it up. We also have Manny with a $10 super chat. Thank you, Manny. William with a $20 super chat. Thank you, William. And then you already said JG.
Who says, you know you're desperate for entertainment when you just got done with watching Days of Thunder. I am so appreciative for It's Bourbon Night. Whiskey cheers. Thank you.
Thank you, JG.
I'm hoping that this bad reception is just on my end.
Our end, yeah.
Let us know.
We have no dropped frames, so...
Thank you all for the PayPals. I'm trying to keep up. There's a lot going on.
The Linux Cat says
Glenn,
PayPal sent. Thank
Glenn
you so
and Kathy
much.
sent $20. The Linux Cat. We'll have to report back on the next.
Yes, Bourbon Sane right there. Great cause. Thanks for doing this. Cheers all.
So...
Thank you much. Whew. James Wolverton.
I'm not going to lie. I can't keep up with it.
Our buddy in the Lexington Bourbon Society. And another great, Let's Talk Bourbon, another great whiskey channel here along with Bourbon Sane. Here says 20
I got excited. I spilled.
PayPal'd for the true heroes, the bar staff.
Yes.
And then we have David saying, leave Bell on the table and tap it with the glass. Cheers. We could do that. Or we could just do the bottle.
Jason Cornell, $50. Wow. Right off the bat, 50,000 has an exceptional mouthfeel.
You have all our catchphrases.
All the references. Congrats on your success and what you guys are doing with the channel. Cheers. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to total this up at the end because I'm trying to scratch this down and it's not working.
Luckily, this is all taken care of on the back end.
And the PayPal receipts will come through email. So, yay, yes. We can have a report next week of how much money we raised. Okay.
We want to talk about something else. Okay, first of all, and I think you've already said this, Sarah. So
I probably did.
Forgive me, but if you are one of the people whose job has been affected by the quarantine, please do not feel like you need to donate. We are not talking to you. We are talking to the people who have not been affected financially through this and have, and have the means to do so. So this is not meant for anyone who has been affected or who has a tight budget and just doesn't have it.
Right.
This is not meant to make anyone feel bad for not donating. Comma, or period, and new sentence. Semicolon. There's another way that you can do this if you don't, want to spend money on the internet or whatever. And we'll see some, and we'll get to those here in a second. This is something
I see.
Our friend Trey Zoller, we saw him do this on Instagram. He was nominated. We have not been nominated, but we didn't want to wait to be nominated. So
it's not like that.
We're just jumping in. So this is #virtual cheers or #virtual drink for hospitality. After this live, we're going to film our Instagram video and put it out there and nominate our 3 people. But here's the deal. Since we're all drinking at home and not drinking out at the bar where we have our bartenders.
I've had at least 1 drink.
And I've had a drink and 2 drinks.
All right, I've had 2 drinks too. That's fair.
This is our tip jar. We suggest you have a tip jar at home as well. And just imagine this is tipping it forward. So for every drink you have at home, and $1's okay because you know what? I drink more at home than I do when I'm out at the bar.
I wasn't going to admit to that, but okay.
So $1 will add up.
It will.
Over time, okay? So every time we have a drink, and we're going to try to keep doing this tonight, we're going to put $1 in this tip jar when it is safe to take this somewhere. You could take the money and you could donate it again to the United States Bartenders Guild.
Or your local restaurant.
bar, so on and so forth. But this is what we've now started. And we are nominating 3 people.
We are nominating 3 people, so...
We'll just go ahead and say it on here.
Speaking of the mash and drum from earlier, Jason
from the mash and drum, we nominate you. Scott and Bart from Scotch Test Dummies, we nominate you. And Bill from the Whiskey Dick, we nominate you. 3 great channels here on YouTube. 4 great people that we nominate. And here's the other little thing. If you are nominated, please check with someone before you nominate them, because you don't know their financial situation. So make sure it's okay that the worst thing
Want
to
to be
do
in the public eye,
would be to put public pressure on them to donate when maybe because of this craziness, their funds have been drawn tighter.
Yeah.
So that's just a little extra from us. Check with the people before you nominate. We checked with all 3 of our people. They said, yes, we're cool with it. Please nominate us. So we did. So there we go.
Yeah.
We need to play catch up.
We do need to play catch up. I'm going to say that we just name the names.
Yes.
Andrew
with $10 with the super chat and a super sticker. #1 fan.
I don't have any more bourbon
Love
left.
it. We'll get some for you.
Slayer Rocks.
2. With 10 euro?
Yes.
Okay.
Tell Evan Williams the UK needs a sales push. 3 times USA prices here. Cheers to the beer dears. Oh, goodness.
Thank you.
Some robot name. $10. Thank you. PG Lotsbecker. $20. Thank you.
Nice.
Rick. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've heard bourbon prevents COVID-19. I'm not a scientist,
it
and I don't know.
And then Jeff Winbush, thank you, Chad and Sarah, and Mash and
Drum.
Drum. You all rock for that $20 super chat. So this is for all of you all.
Just do the one.
All y'all.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. Again, if you are just joining us, 100% of the proceeds from super chats are donated to the U.S. Bartenders Guild, or there is a PayPal link in the description of this episode. 100% of that, because nothing is taken out if you do friends and family PayPal.
That's right.
To that link. All of that from collected tonight goes to the United States Bartenders Guild.
And if we had a giant check, I would do a giant check.
I wish we had a giant check.
Why didn't we not get a giant check? Is what I want to know.
Well, they cost $250. Is it worth it?
No, it's not worth it. Okay, I want to go to... We got this about mead a while back. Someone donated. Very kind, very sweet.
Yes.
I would like to polish this off. This has been making me feel extra good lately. It has been my go-to evening bourbon, and I have been having an evening bourbon lately because we've been at home.
We recommend anything 120 proof or above because
that's
what you use. That's what you use to make hand sanitizer, right? So I figure you hand sanitize your insides.
That's our theory, but we haven't proven it, and we're not scientists. So,
Scooby D with the super chat saying y'all are great, Merca.
Thank you.
Thank you, Scooby D.
All right, let's talk about more of our feel-good stories. So we talked about the tip jar challenge. That was one of our 7.
Oh, this is a new one, by the way.
Oh, this is a new one. And we talked about donating the PPE, if you can, to your local pharmacy or first responder or fire station. The next thing that we heard, and we can't seem to find a news record of this online, and my thought is it's because I saw it on Instagram.
And I saw it on Instagram.
We both have seen it, but I think it's because the news is just consumed with so much... honestly, so many COVID-19 related statistics right now. But Jim Beam and Brown-Forman both donated, I think it was $1 million each, which is amazing. And I love seeing stuff like that from big companies who have the means. Like, it's just good. It makes you feel good to see that in times of tough times when you know that they're feeling the crunch of still having to pay their staff, which I also appreciate, but like, it's just good to see that kind of thing.
Yes.
Also, in that same vein, all of these distilleries making hand sanitizer.
Right.
Like, how amazing is it that they are altering their normal, production process to be able to have this output. Now, we all know, if you've been on a distillery tour, you know, like, they get heads, hearts, and tails out from when they distill alcohol, and to be able to take what they can from that and make hand sanitizer in a time when it's in need without even being, I'm not aware of them being asked.
Yeah. No.
I think that's great.
I mean, they have it and they're doing it, and that is amazing. I don't think you can ever accuse the whiskey industry, or maybe I should say bourbon industry specifically, for being selfish or nearsighted. Like, they always seem to reach out to the community and help out. That's just whiskey drinkers in general, I believe. So that's awesome. We have David with David. Sorry,
David.
We've been watching a lot of Schitt's Creek.
Schitt's Creek. Just another FYI. I know that we've gotten a PayPal from John Wadsworth and Don Nishida. I cannot find my other PayPal emails right now. They're only popping up on my home screen, and every time a new one comes up, the old one goes away. So if I miss you, I apologize, but I promise that the bartenders will not miss your donation.
But David for $1.99.
David.
James Wolverton is pointing out the Castle and Key, which is where he works, is starting hand sanitizers soon.
Love it.
Which is awesome. And then John Wadsworth said, hard week facing economic and health related. What does that say? Realities. Thank you. Thank you both and this community of friends for this uplifting time together.
Yes.
Thank you, John.
And that's what we want to provide here. Trashman 1, and if you are a real trash man, then we seriously thank you, because what would we do? But if you're not, I don't know who you are. I binge watched your Flavyard 12 Days of Christmas to help me through this. It was hilarious to see you two trying scotch. Thanks for being here for me. Hey, we're just doing what we can.
Yep.
Oh, yours sound better than mine.
Well, you got to hold it down here. And then Daniel saying, good on both of you for kicking a little back. Cheers. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
For that. We appreciate it greatly.
Yeah, man, it's crazy to me to think that in our lifetimes we've never seen anything like this, and we may never see anything like this again.
We got some Schitt's Creek fans.
Yes, in here. Schitt's Creek.
David.
David.
Ew, David. Don.
Did you eat my yogurt?
Speaking of Don, earlier he asked, "Is this a puzzle?"
It is a puzzle.
It is a puzzle. Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I put an Instagram story the other day. This is from I think it's called Multnomah Falls in Oregon. Was a place that we were going to go visit on our honeymoon. And just to put this in perspective for you guys a little bit, like, I've been a little bit selfish. I would say that a week and a half ago, my number one thought was, I hope this is all over by May, the end of May, so that we can still go on our honeymoon in San Francisco and then drive up the coast. Like, oh, I'm going to be devastated. And then as things have progressed, like, I definitely realized that is a super selfish thought.
Puts things in perspective.
It really puts things in perspective. Yeah. I'm no longer concerned about that. Like, we will take that trip. We're going to, like, I'm thankful that we're together through this.
Yes.
And not so much caring about the trip anymore.
Yes.
And that will happen when it happens, and that's totally fine. And I accept it.
Yes. Joseph Brazo also says, in other good news, Woodinville was just named straight bourbon whiskey in the San Francisco World Spirits Competition.
That's true. Other good news. That can be story number 10.
There you go.
We love Woodinville.
Yeah.
Melanie says, from Justin and me, love y'all. Oh, sorry. Love that y'all are doing this. One of our besties lost her job bartending, and it's a struggle. Thanks for the support.
Yes.
Yeah, we know so many bartending friends that we just, I mean, it hurts, you know? And I think a lot of us are wondering who's next. Mm-hmm. And so that's why we drink.
Yeah.
A little bit.
We also want to say, Swan, sorry.
Don't you call him
Swan
by his
is
birth
in here.
name?
Swan is in here moderating. He's drinking, I think he said some Elijah Craig. I forgot what the number was, but he's in here helping us moderate and drinking along with us. So thank you, Swan. And then Clifton McDaniel with a $20 super chat. That'll go to our bartenders. Says, cheers to all those who have poured one for me before. Sorry, the thing's moving. It's hard to read. And the many more pours to come when we get through this. Yes, thanks for supporting a great cause. And a big thanks to grocery store employees, yes. For keeping the shelves stocked.
Yes.
We were at the grocery store today.
It was
weird.
It
changes your mindset.
It really does.
You're like, I never realized we got this close to
people before. I never realized how many things I touched before.
Yeah.
But if I can take a page from our governor's book, who everyone has a huge crush on right now.
Oh, they might
Andy
not know.
Bashir.
The non-Kentuckians.
Oh, if you don't know about Andy Bashir, you
Google
need
it.
to look it up. Oh,
he's become like this political heartthrob.
Right? He's a definite political heartthrob. But every day at 5 p.m., he reminds us.
He comforts us.
Hey, you guys.
He does this. He brushes your hair.
I love it.
Just like this.
Says, we're going to be okay, Kentuckians. We're going to get through this. Team Kentucky.
Don't touch me.
We're going to get through this. We're going to be okay. We're going to come out on the other side. We're going to be good neighbors.
That's right.
And we're going to make it.
Yes.
And I'm like, I love you. I love him. So I would love to bring part of that to you guys. You know, whiskey community.
Yes.
Like,
and we're not getting political with that statement. We're just saying that dude.
That dude and
cool.
his sentiment is cool.
Despite, and he says it best. He's like, when he gets a question that has anything to do with like partisanship, he's like,
there are no politics right now.
He shuts that down. He's like, that doesn't matter. We're all just like humans right now, all on the same team.
It's Kentuckians against this virus.
And it's the United States and it's the world
against
versus this virus.
Yes.
Which is just awesome. All right. Art. With a $15 super chat says, things are rough out there. Happy to kick some to our bartender. You don't want to kick them. Don't kick them. Kick a bartender.
No, he didn't say that.
They're down. No, happy to kick some to our bartender friends.
Randy says, thanks for doing this for others. You guys are great. Thank you, Randy.
Ooh, that was a loud one.
And Scooby D says, we will get through this nightmare. Cheers. And we will come out on the other side and we will
smelling like roses.
Enjoy a pour together of that thing. See, here's the thing. That thing that you've been waiting to crack, that thing that you've been holding on to. Like, if you haven't opened it at this point, if you want to save it for a backup plan, I totally hear you and I get that right now. But if you don't, then I suggest you open it now.
We're going to do one tonight, actually.
We're going to do one tonight.
We are.
Oh, goodness. This is an emotional roller coaster for me.
It is, but it's also good. Oh,
It's
Trev
good.
Wilson's in here, also moderating.
Trev, thank you. My meal prep's getting close to being done. You guys are missing out. Oh, Trev, what are you going to do when you can't find the chicken at the grocery? I sent him that Snapchat.
Oh, Lilith's in here. Our Australian friends.
We got
saying
lots of
hey
people
to
here.
Tammy and Todd Cooper and Joseph. Love the community here.
We will get to these super chats in just a second, but I want to move on to our next story because we've just been reading super chats and things.
All
so,
right, next story is...
we've got risky behavior, but just so you guys know, on Instagram, it's WHRISKEY, risky, but with whiskey in there.
Yes.
So risky behavior is doing an auction for bottles, and this is for the healthcare workers. Details coming soon. That hasn't been totally ironed out yet, but go follow risky behavior. Again, that's WHRISKEY and then behavior. And if you need to Google that, that's fine.
Well, actually, just look at our story.
You can look at our story
if you're watching this live, because we posted a thing that has his @ so you can go and follow that Instagram page for coming details. Yes.
But a good auction for people who are on the front lines. Like, we appreciate them so much. I think that we all don't realize how much those people do for us and how much those people mean to us until we need them most.
His wife is in the medical field, so hidden close to home. So let's take care of our latest ones here.
Okay, I have a little bit left, and then we can do our uncorking.
Start with Aaron.
Aaron. Been watching you guys for a while. New patron, sipping on some Elijah Craig 18. Good to be here. Thank you, Aaron.
Hey, Aaron, thank you.
We have Justin, who you have a drinking problem when the bartender knows your name and you've never been to that bar before. Cheers. That's funny. I like that. Oh, goodness. Isabella says, cheers to all those in the hospitality industry and grocery employees. And I think we do forget about the grocery employees, too.
Yep.
Whiskey She Wine says, thank you to all the people out there risking their health while working normally thankless jobs. It's so true. It's so nice to see people helping out those in need. Cheers, everyone.
More on them in a second.
Yes. Patrick Fulmer sent $20. Thank you. Scott Pigsley sent $2. Support for your local liquor stores if they deliver. Oh, and you know what? They just passed that. They do here now, which
Some
is nice.
are also available for curbside pickup.
Very nice.
Yep.
Halden Kirkwood. Gotta do my part, my bartenders and food service friends. Oh, I think love my bartenders and food service friends.
Yes.
Can y'all throw out a couple of your favorite Elijah Craig barrel proof releases? I found a few old releases on the shelves. Gotta choose. B519, C519 are both awesome.
Wait, yes, but I thought we. Oh, okay, I see. Yes. From 18, I think we liked the B the best, and then in 17, I think it was also B.
I think it was been the B's.
I think B's are always good.
Heather says, for the bartender, stay safe, everyone. Here's for those super chats that just came in, and I know we've got some PayPals, and so that's for you too. Unfortunately, I just cannot keep up with all the platforms, but it's a great problem to have. Okay.
What do you mean, can I get a Rocky Top for you drinking that Bell Mead? You want me to sing Rocky Top?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means, Adam Turi.
All right. This is empty. We killed it. If you want to sing It's Raining Men.
Nope. Boom. Or you can sing It's Raining Men if you are a magnificent bastard.
Then that's for you.
And that is completely fine. What we do is boom, boom, boom. Another one bites the dust. Boom, boom, boom. Another one bites the dust. Cool.
And another one. Oh, no. Okay. Wow. Okay. A couple
Plus
more
it's
super
Raining
chats before we get to our next
Holy
nice thing that we love. Wow.
moly.
You guys are killing me. I love it. David says, for the price, what's your take on the spirits of the apocalypse? I'm going to say
We
go
have
ahead
an
and
episode out there.
Go watch that episode and then maybe get
Something else.
an Evan Williams 1783. Brent Bailey says, and let's not forget the folks who work in the behavioral health care. They are also on the front lines caring for the folks with mental health issues to get this time too. Like we said, we're going to keep doing these for as long as we can. So if you have a cause or a donation center that you would like us to consider, please email it to us at itsbourbonnight@gmail.com. I can't guarantee that we will do it on our next episode, but we will do our best to give to as many causes as we can.
Yes.
And Robin, being medical, please remember all those in the medical field. Having some Blantons while watching you all.
Wow.
We gotta
you.
raise a glass.
Well, this is a cork pop. There, good job.
Oh, are you
good
the only
job.
one who can do?
No, you did it good.
We gotta
good.
get
You
it
made
for
me proud.
Robin. For Robin.
All right, so this.
Everybody raise a glass to Robin
This
and
is
all the others.
This is an uncorking, and this is, as we said earlier in the episode, if you have something you've been waiting to uncork, stop waiting.
We've been waiting to uncork this last bottle of our Warehouse Delicious pick, which we adore, but it's the last one that we're aware of that exists. So we've
Seemed
been
like
waiting.
No better time than right now.
No better time than right now.
Yeah.
So here we go. To Robin and all the other healthcare workers. Pew.
If you're just joining us and don't know what this is, when you have a drink at home,
You tip.
you tip. And then this goes to bartenders when it's safe to give them.
All right, Justin and Super Chats onward. We will get to you in one moment. Let's tell a couple more nice stories.
Sure.
So we've told those first few.
We talked about the hand sanitizer.
I Whisky, She Wines.
Yes.
We talked about this a few minutes ago. They are doing a fundraiser at 9:30 on their YouTube channel. Again, that's I Whisky, She Wines.
Eastern.
They have a local fundraiser going for a bar in Northern Kentucky, which is where their home base is. It's called Union 42 Bourbon and Brew. And they are just a bourbon bar. So during this time when a lot of bars and restaurants are shut down, they're super limited, if not even closed altogether, is my understanding. Mm-hmm. So it's a local friend of theirs. They're doing their best to do what they can to support this bar that they love. And if you guys are interested, you should go over there. Check out their channel anyways. But if you want to, join at 9:30. They're doing something as well. So we support
Absolutely.
other channels doing
Yes.
things to
And
support people close to you.
They're in the chat. At least
They're
they were
in the chat.
earlier.
If you have any more information, please add it.
You can say hey.
Yeah, say hey.
Yeah.
And then one more real quick before we get on to more super chats. We've seen bars like Jack Rose in Washington, D.C. and a couple of others.
Saw one in Chicago, though I
Right?
can't remember the name of it.
I can't either at this
Yeah.
point, but there have been a few that have been taking what they have, which is amazing vintage whiskey collections, and auctioning them off or
like
selling
just
them.
LEs.
Just selling them.
Yeah.
In order to support, they're
Their
still
staff.
trying to pay their staff while they are in this time when they're not open. And like to say that they have these collections and that they're willing to put them up for money just to keep their staff in a good spot during this time is amazing.
Yeah.
Like what can you ask from those places, you know? It's tough to be a small business owner or a restaurant owner, you know? It's just like, I don't know. It's just really cool to see them doing what they can and leveraging the assets that they have to not just benefit themselves for the long term, but also to keep their employees in a good spot. So
Yeah.
that's all I have to say about
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Okay, let's do a few of these super chats. So we are starting with Justin, as we said we would. I've noticed big companies have been stepping up for their employees. Shout out to those and thank you.
Thank you, Justin.
Just like we just talked about, yes, to all the companies who are doing what they can.
Yes.
Gary says, cheers to all the healthcare workers, finance working in an ER right now.
Fiance?
Oh, I'm sorry. Woo. That is the word fiance, not finance. Fiance working in an ER right now, missing the live stream. She loves you guys. Oh, tell her thank you for us. Please tell her we said thank you, Gary. Also, David and Patrick are the cutest TV couple ever.
I don't think we've gotten that far.
Oh, we're not that far
Spoilers, Gary. That's okay.
No, I want it to be, what's her name?
Stevie?
Stevie.
Thank you, Gary.
Oh, you've ruined. No, I'm just kidding. Monica says we have a local restaurant that is giving away 500 meals a day. Cheers to Umi.
Nice. Thank you, Monica.
James Wolverton says, love that pic. Terrific people on it. Oh, he was one of them.
You were on this, James. We remember. There's a video of you sniffing and...
Soffer1920 says, for the teachers having to adapt to online formats. And I know, I have a friend who's a teacher. She did not have a laptop that would support the online formats that they had to do. She had to go out and buy a new laptop with her own money because she wanted to support her kids. And, like, you know what teachers make, so.
I've got a buddy.
She's my age.
I've got a buddy who is a minister who is doing his job virtually and homeschooling 3 boys.
Wow. I mean, everyone's...
At the same time.
We're all doing things we've probably never done before.
That's right.
And it's just cool to see everyone come together to help each other.
Yep.
He said, and rushing to provide the kids at home with a sense of routine. I keep telling Chad, we're struggling to do our own sense of routine. I can't imagine what it would be like to have a kid right now or multiple kids. So to all you parents figuring out ways to entertain and educate your kids during this time, like, cheers to you.
Yeah.
Y'all deserve a medal.
We have, for some reason, Todd Cooper's the man. I don't need to question it. I just believe it.
I believe he's the man. We have got some emails that I'll have to get to later.
Okay.
James Wolverson says, also don't forget local breweries. They are also doing things. I think some of them are making hand sanitizer too.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. Joseph Brazo said we had to lay off the whole staff and we're going to pay them if unemployment benefits run out.
Oh,
Dude,
my God.
Hear you. Like, again, what are you supposed to do when your business shuts down?
3 months, right?
For months. What are you supposed to do? But, props to those businesses like Joseph's who did the right thing by shutting down in order to, like, provide the PPE to the healthcare workers, not using it for procedures. Like, it's a tough call, man.
Yeah.
And I don't know the full story. Again, I'm not in it. I'm sure Joseph could share more. That's a really tough thing to do. But we appreciate you being here.
But the fact that you're
thinking,
supporting them is, just shows the class of people that both of you are, and that's awesome. And that's why you're a bourbon drinker, because bourbon drinkers are good people.
Honestly,
we said it before, we'll say it again. It's true. It's medically proven.
The whiskey community is honestly the most generous and thoughtful and kind community that I've ever been a part of.
Hey, everyone. Raise a glass to yourself for being awesome. If you're a bourbon drinker, I'll even extend it to whiskey drinker. You are awesome.
Oh, is that
Cheers to you.
Cheers to you.
Because we have some really good friends who are more on the other side of
And by on the other
whiskey.
side, you mean scotch.
Yeah, without an E. That's what I mean.
Don't make me roll my eyes.
Tammy is listening.
Joseph and Lisa Marie. Love you guys.
Listening to Swan on the podcast while walking around the neighborhood.
Nice.
That is awesome.
Getting out for walks, that's also a great thing. Yeah. Just go for a walk. It's so good to be out of the house.
Hey, we'll say what we're trying to do our little part besides this, which is a much bigger part, but we recently recorded a commentary for the movie Airplane, which came out in 1980, so 40 years ago, but we recorded a audio commentary for that,
Patreon,
which is available for Patreon. And listen, we understand if you do not have the funds to allocate towards Patreon right now. We've had some patrons step away, hopefully temporarily, because we love them. But
we totally get it.
We completely understand. So this isn't a sales pitch for Patreon, but we do have an awesome Airplane commentary.
Yeah.
On there, which will take up an hour and a half of your time.
What level is that at?
$1.
$1.
Yeah.
So
all of our Drink More Bourbon podcasts are available for the the entry level of a $1. So.
And we've gotten some good response from that one. I'm not sure how many people enjoyed it, but you know what? We're going to keep watching movies.
But the ones who listened to it liked it anyway.
So we're going to keep watching movies, so maybe we'll do more commentaries. I'd love to do a horror movie commentary. So if
Don't
you guys
go in there.
Yes, that's exactly what it would sound like the whole time. If you guys want to make suggestions of other movies we could do that for, again,
surely you can't be serious.
Streaming services cost $10 a month. If you want something it's a good community thing, and it's at as little as $1, like, again, not a sales pitch, but if you're looking for some way to entertain yourself during this time, all I'm trying to say is we're trying to put out as much stuff to be uplifting during this time. Yes. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Loving the airplane quotes that are in the
Scooby
chat
D
right
says,
now.
"Made you look. Cheers." And Phil says, "I work at Trader Joe's and my wife is a nurse. We really appreciate coming home to your content when we need something lighthearted and uplifting. Cheers to you and our bartenders." Thank you so much, Phil.
Thank you for that.
That's awesome. So we have a couple more things to talk about.
Good feeling stories.
Yay. Good feeling stories. So
did we for this?
Yes.
With this?
We did.
Okay.
Yes. So I know that there's more than him, but he's the only one that I could find outright. So Edward Lee, as in from Kentucky, as in was on Top Chef.
As in Jefferson's collaboration.
Correct.
Ed Lee.
So Chef Edward Lee and some other local restaurateurs, as I understand, have teamed up with Maker's Mark to do the Restaurant Workers Relief Fund. You can look this up. It's Lee Initiative.org or at Lee Initiative on Instagram. So that's leeinitiative.org. They are teaming up to do their own, I think it's local, but it's also to certain big cities. I think it's DC, LA. There's a couple more. Maybe Chicago's in there. So you can look at leeinitiative.org or at Lee Initiative if you want to donate to their specific Restaurant Workers Relief Fund. And Chad's just laughing the whole way through this. What's up?
And then the dinosaurs got fat and died. Thank you, James Wolverton.
Thank you, James Wolverton.
For that,
Monica asks...
Okay, boys, let's take some pictures.
Oh, jeez. Let's take some pictures. That's a good
You know
one.
that now.
I do know that
she
now.
She knows that now. Mm-hmm. Okay, sorry.
It's okay. Go ahead.
No, Swan just reminds everyone to hit that like button. It does help us, and helping us helps this. So, ipso facto, help people.
That's right.
Has anyone drank the Bellamy Cask drink? Yes, it's delicious.
It's so delicious.
It's great.
Monica asks, which Russell's Reserve are we drinking? We are drinking our Hops to Go, which is sadly no longer with us. LBS Warehouse Delicious Pick.
But it was also... Who else was on that
Lexington Bourbon Society.
Besides LBS, wasn't it?
Nope.
I'm thinking of the Four Roses.
Yep.
You are. Okay, it was just LBS and the now defunct liquor store. So really, it's Bourbon Night and LBS pick.
That's right.
And it's delicious.
And I'm so sad it's gone forever, but you know what? What a good time to open it.
Mm-hmm.
So we got that from Monica. Golf Whiskey, Glenn and Kathy say, it's Bourbon Night, mentioned in an article on the Bourbon Review.
Yes.
You can visit the Bourbon Review online.
Yes.
Called A Guide for Staying at Home for Bourbon Lovers. And they mentioned us. How sweet is that? I love them. Caroline, one of their writers, is amazing.
Thank you, Caroline and Thompson Brothers.
Literally, thank you so much. But I feel weird congratulating ourselves at a time like this. Even though we just hit 50,000 subscribers too, I honestly felt a little strange about it.
Well, if we can help anyone pass some isolation, I feel like we're doing a good
totally.
Part.
Yes, no, I completely agree. But they have been nothing but supportive of us. So we got to thank them. And thank you, Glenn and Kathy, for bringing that up. Michael says, love the Q&A show you did. Thank you.
Thanks.
We're just trying to keep it light, a little bit light.
Real.
And real.
You're not ready, so I just poured myself.
I'm not. You're
fine.
ready.
You're fine. Don't rush it.
I can rush it.
Is Jose in the... Jose is in the chat. Our Nutty Squad team leader, Jose Martinez.
It's Nutty.
Is here saying squirrel. I think that's squirrel. It's a weird spelling, but I like it.
All right, I think I have one last thing.
I've never been to a Turkish Persian.
We've covered our 7 nice things. that are happening right now. Feel good stories. And we've covered the one additional one that we talked about at the beginning with Jason and the donation of any personal protective equipment that you have around the house. But the other wonderful thing that we saw that is an indirect result of everything that's going on right now is like the emptying of local humane societies and animal shelters.
You're right. Thank you for keeping me honest, Rich.
I'll go ahead and put mine in there preemptively. Because so many people are stuck at home. Like, a lot of pets are getting fostered. And it's somewhat of a silver lining in that, you know,
Puppies.
Normally overcrowd. We love dogs. We love we love animals. Let's be just real. We just love animals.
Should we get Zoe over here?
Oh, I would love to get her over here.
Zoe.
If she's not sleeping
Come
somewhere.
Here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
She doesn't want to. She's camera shy. We just love animals.
Come here. I want to show you.
And so it's a nice silver lining
stand
that...
up.
Oh, goodness. I don't know what's going on over there. Good. She doesn't want to. It's nice that they're finding foster homes right now to keep people company while they're stuck inside. Look at this baby. Hey, why are you being so mean? Why are you being so mean? Can you give her dad a kiss? No.
She's not in the right angle.
She doesn't want to.
Okay, she's camera shy.
She's camera shy.
All right.
She was like, can you just put me back in my bed?
Go lay down. Good girl. And I stood up, so you should take a drink.
You should take a drink. Preston says, have been watching you guys forever. First time donating. Don't forget your banks and bankers that are here for those who've been affected by all this. Please give them a call for options. Yes, bankers. Literally, when you think about banks and you're like, what if all the bankers left? What would happen to my money? While we're in this situation, it's pretty scary. So thank you to all of them for sticking it out and doing what they
absolutely
have to do. Whew.
Yes.
I'm gonna get emotional at some point. It's gonna be a mess.
It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
Shane says, shout out for our local distillery, J. Reiger, for producing hand sanitizer and selling and donating the masses in Kansas City, but ran out of raw goods for the time being.
Wow.
That's how you know you're doing it right, though.
There you go.
There we go. If you ran out. Scooby-Dee says to the puppy, cheers.
Merca. Darn right. 7 dogs at home, so can't foster more. I hear you, Andrew.
You're doing your part, though,
doing
already.
Your part.
Oh, there's something so comforting about Pikesville.
I do like movies about gladiators. So.
What? What's the question?
Do I like movies about gladiators?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it was owed to you.
Yes.
It's a very interesting question.
It's from the movie.
I don't remember.
I feel like that might have been
The
the
pilot?
second one. No, Airplane.
I know, but the pilot.
Yes, the pilot.
Like, have you ever seen a grown man naked?
Right. Yeah.
So, Chad.
Yes.
I got some other interesting things.
Okay.
We obviously have this pour of Pikesville.
We do.
We have a bottle of Booker's, because what would it be without a bottle of Booker's?
Right.
We have some E.H. Taylor Small Batch, Evan Williams 1783, Old Crow Reserve, which I do find very comforting, and this little guy that I would say Will and the Grease found somewhat comforting, and so did Dixon Deadman of Kentucky Owl. He voted my pick first. Just saying, just letting you know that's back there too.
Spoilers.
I'm gonna what happens when Sarah stands up? Drink the crow.
You drink twice. I don't know.
Wow, this is on a big delay.
Oh yeah, it's big delay.
Big
But
delay.
I don't think to the chat because they've already talked about dogs.
That's right, Todd. That's right.
Click show on that.
It's
Oh,
the
no, the
moderator
moderators
handled it.
handled it.
Let them
Okay,
handle.
cool. Yeah.
They got it.
They got it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna stand up now. So, can you take over and not just read?
I can do it.
Can you talk to them?
Yeah, was there anything else?
No,
That
we
was
covered it. So, can you?
Sure. I think I have a tight 5 prepared.
Oh gosh.
When have you ever noticed?
When I come back, if it's at $4.99 right now, if I
gonna be
come
lower.
back in 1 minute and it's
300?
under 300, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Yeah.
BRB?
What's the deal
No,
with
Chad.
airplane food?
No, Chad.
Okay. No, so yeah, when Sarah stands up, you at home have to take a shot of Jaeger. I think that's what everyone has to do. No, I think we will do the Old Crow Reserve. Old Crow Reserve is a year older than Old Crow, and it's also 6 points higher in proof. But that little bit, they don't make it anymore, but that little bit is enough. It's magical. And the foliage and shit comment was actually a quote from Sarah in the Old Crow Reserve uncorking that was probably 3, if not close to 4 years ago. It was one of our earlier uncorkings. You can tell just by the way the video looks. And it was a Halloween episode because Crow, Halloween. And Sarah, I think we'd filmed maybe a flight fight beforehand, and then we filmed this uncorking, and she was a little out there, you know what I'm saying? So that's where that all comes from.
That's where that
Hey,
comes
look,
from.
496. We only lost 3 people.
3 people. That's nice.
Not bad.
Oh, there was something I was gonna say. Oh, you know what can make it an even 10? It's not necessarily nice things to hear, but did you know? Did you know that if you sing the It's Bourbon Night theme song while you're washing your hands, it's roughly 20 seconds. So if you can get through the whole theme song while you're washing your hands, and if you don't know what that is, go back 4 years ago and watch some of our episodes. We did that song until people told us how much they hated it, and so we took it away.
But now so many people love it.
Now so many people love it, and so many people love to wash their hands. Someone pointed out, if you wash your hands to the It's Bourbon Night theme song, it will be long enough to be the appropriate amount of time to wash your hands according to the CDC.
There you go.
So how fun is that? Jim says, Chad, she wants some bookers, so you're saying there's a chance.
Yeah. What was all this 1 in a million talk? Yeah.
They love the theme song. Yes. Love the song. Gotta watch. Listen to the song. I've been singing it in my head while I wash my hands just to know when it's long enough, and I just think it's funny. Joseph said, love it, it was loud.
Oh, well. Yeah.
Well, it's been...
Oh, okay, how about this? I have a version of the original theme song without the singing on it. So if I put that out there, would anyone want to submit their version of singing the song?
I wonder if Jason would. He's a musician.
Yeah? I mean,
I don't
drums.
Know. Trev, Jose, moderate. Perry's a singer.
Yeah, I could put that out there. Some way you could download the instrumental.
They want you to sing it now, but I know you won't.
I don't want to lose viewers. An instrumental version of the song that you could put your own. I'll supply the lyrics if you don't know them, and then you could sing it and submit it, and then maybe we could judge it It's Bourbon Night's Got Talent.
The Masked Singer.
The Mashed Singer. Melanie, bring back the theme song. Thank you for that. And the bartenders, thank you as well. The Mashed Singer. I like that.
Well, that was me.
I could do a William Shatner spoken word version of it. Oh, it's Bourbon Night. We're going to do it right. We're going to have a glass to begin. Oh,
hey, Jason Newman. Oh, gosh.
Bourbon Night. We're going to do a flight because it feels so right, my friends. It's Bourbon Night. How about that?
How about that?
What'd you do?
Whew.
What'd you do?
I shot it.
This?
More than that.
Wowzers. Well, you know what to do.
It was
At
for
home,
them. It was for them.
everybody.
They said, make it stop. Sing that song, Chad.
Was that for Jason?
Jason Newman said, rushed home from work, better late than never. Cheers. Happy belated birthday to Jason Newman, everybody out there.
Jason.
Damn, honestly.
Glad to have seen you and Natalie here recently.
Before all this, I gotta say, happy birthday sorrows for all these March birthdays who are having their birthday during a terrible time.
Wedding.
Ooh, or wedding. We are having some friends that are having some wedding issues.
I'm Groot says, sing that song, Chad.
Oh, that old crow's hit me hard. in a weird place. Ugh.
Why did you shoot it?
For fun.
Okay.
For entertainment value. Did no one get it?
For
no
entertainment
one saw?
value.
I'm not going to do any of those dreaded Jaeger bombs.
Hey, Bourbon Junkies is in here too? Yes.
Yep.
Hey, Bourbon Junkies, we got a lot of the channels in here. Golf Whiskey, Glenn and Kathy are here. We have a new patron. Thank you so much. We're doing
Monica saw.
We're doing something new with Patreon. We're doing an after the episode.
Which is funnier because we're always tipsy.
Yeah, so after the uncorking, after the flight fight, actually, we just filmed the flight fight. Before this, our patrons who have Lynn's on it know what that flight fight's about. It's pretty cool. One that we've never done before. It's pretty neat. Yeah, and so that's cool.
They saw JG and what? Oh, Sunny C says, "Come on, do a Jaeger bomb." No, I just did a shot of Old Crow, so you know. I mean, I would do Jaeger bombs for the service workers. I would do it for the service industry.
I would do it.
But I don't want to.
But
because my stomach already hurts. I already did a shot of this. We don't have any Red Bull.
I would do a shot of Jaeger. Because we don't have any Red Bull.
I will not do a shot of Jaeger. I will do a shot of this.
Yeah.
We're literally
Whiskey Crusaders. Finally able to
Jaeger
get on.
Is sick.
Just had been listening, but had to do some laundry and put away groceries. There we go.
Well, hey, I did that this morning.
So many great channels here in the chat.
I made 2 giant things of soup today and
look at
froze
this.
them.
Got Jose, we got Trev Wilson.
They don't care about my doomsday prepping.
No.
It's not doomsday. I'm just trying to be prepared.
Got Tony Joey bag of donuts.
He doesn't even care when I cook.
I definitely do.
Trev, you attractive man, you Bourbon Junkies. 490, we've driven some people away.
But are you wearing your captain's hat? That's what I
hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care.
And just the captain's hat.
Gross.
$20
from Jay. Is that G Wentworth?
JG Wentworth, 877 cash now. Mash now. Well, one of our patrons, actually. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh, I shot
Appreciate
mine, so it's gone.
Well, that's okay. What else we got back here?
The fancy things.
We got some Taylor Small Batch. We've got some Bookers, of course.
We have this lovely McKenna from the 1990s, you know.
Yep.
It's just doing its own sexy thing back there.
Yes, absolutely. So.
Oh, goodness. What flannel? What year is this? It's just flannel. I'm just cold.
It's just flannel. Flannel never goes out of style.
According to Chad.
I don't know if you know that, but it's true. It's definitely true.
One day I would like to do an episode of Cribs with our house and show your closet, and it just be all the flannel. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Well, okay.
He's very grungy.
How do you guys take care of your open bottles over the months, years to keep them tasty? As someone whose daily collection is expanding, and that's from John. Try not to open more bottles than you can handle. Of course, for us, that doesn't
really work.
Doesn't work because of the show. Yeah. If it gets to this level, put it in a smaller bottle.
If you know you're going to hang on to it.
If you know you're going to nurse it. Like, we have an Evan Williams 23 year. Drink that down.
An Evan Williams 23 year?
Oh, sorry, Elijah Craig, 23 year.
I was like...
Put that in a smaller bottle and label it. And then there'll be less air for oxidation if you're really going to milk it over the years, okay?
Okay.
Okay? Okay?
Okay.
Bourbon Junkies! Poor Sarah with an H. That old crow looks like it hurt. How old is that old crow? Cheers, you two. Well,
this old crow, they don't make it anymore.
Not to brag, but it's Old Crow Reserves.
It didn't hurt that bad. It was just a burning sensation of shooting. I don't take shots anymore.
I mean, this is probably about 3 years old. I don't know when it went out of rotation.
May I?
Yeah, please. But this is a 4-year instead of a 36-month, and it's 86 proof instead of 80 proof. That's the reserve of it.
I like the Old Crow Reserve.
Mm-hmm.
If they still made it, I would buy it.
It would be my well bourbon for sure. It's okay.
Donald H says 1 cent for my weekly It's Bourbon Night theme ringtones royalty and 99 cents for the bartenders.
Hey!
I don't know how you if
I'll take
you
that.
guys know how you register a ringtone.
I'll take that.
Let us know because we will put the It's Bourbon Night theme song on a ringtone.
Well, you speak of just with iTunes.
But how does it work now?
I don't know.
Tell me how it works and I'll do it.
I don't know, but thank you, Donald.
Thank you, Donald. Everyone's yelling Sarah with an H. I knew they would go for the Bookers, Jim says. It's true. Actually, it was me.
So good, though.
I am a bit tipsy, but that's why, because we did that fly fight.
2017-04 sip a while.
A while.
A while.
Wheat then.
Cool Whip. Nick says, why not use Wine Saver spray gas? That's actually a really good question, Nick. We've not experimented with that. We need to tell you if it's viable. Right. I would think that it probably is. I don't think it's like a hoax or anything. So
this tastes like
dreams.
Just really good, but also very different from the thing I just had.
Yes.
It's like a spicy fruit cocktail cake.
Yeah. Oh, Trev Wilson is without 2017-04.
No, Trev. No. No. Hey, what is that spot? What is that?
That's where the glue, where it sticks to the back of the back of the box. I think Chaz is here, Drew.
Drew? Would you?
Drew D.
Wow.
Whiskey,
Hi, Drew D.
Whiskey Crusaders. Cheers to the bartenders. Psalms, including Will, yes, and my wife, who was on the front line of the hospital fighting COVID
12 to 14 hours a day. 12 to 14 hours a day.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Matt. Pass our thanks on. Ooh, I got too much in there.
Sip a while, but also the one from this year that we also really liked was
Kitchen Table.
It was a kitchen table?
No,
that was 18.
Year.
It was daggone.
This is 17.
I know. What was the other one in 17 we really liked? 17 was a good year. It was Sip a While.
17 was a
Front
good
Porch
year.
Batch.
There was no
Front Porch Batch.
Think back to 2017 when we were just living our lives like normal, going to dinners. It was
really good. Robot Scott and AI Katie say, I use some SodaStream to just shoot some CO2 in the bottles that I worry about.
A SodaStream?
A SodaStream!
I'm sorry, but if you guys have not seen that Jimmy Fallon clip with RuPaul, where he's introducing him.
Or he's talking about him.
You gotta Google Jimmy Fallon RuPaul, because Jimmy Fallon's face is the most, oh no, I done messed up face in the whole world. You just gotta watch it. It'll bring joy to your day. If you haven't already seen it.
Drag queen!
A drag queen!
So Lewis says, Scotch Chest Dummies are in their 3rd year of wine gassing experiment. It seems to make it worse.
Worse? I don't want to hurt them. I don't want to hurt them.
I would think it would be just as easy to transfer it to a smaller bottle.
Don't hurt them.
But I don't know.
I don't want to hurt them.
Was that Old Crow 86 proof? Yes. Up to Booker's 120.
Are we
plus
overtime?
Oh, Sarah with an H.
We are overtime.
Yeah, we are overtime.
Well,
as long as we cut off before 9:30, because people need to go over to iWhiskey She Wines.
Yes, iWhiskey She Wines.
If we get them a little bit closer to it, it might be a more natural progression.
I'm fine with that. Although we are missing Westworld. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's okay. We can watch it on the replay.
But is it as good anymore?
It's not. It's very hard to follow. I feel like if
so
I don't read a paper about how everything's connected,
I gotta watch a YouTube video before I watch the next episode. Every time it's like,
it's true.
What did I just watch? Explain to me because I'm dumb.
It's true. Oh, Liam says I'm cut off. You're wrong. You might be right.
Now you're all good.
No. Okay. So before we move on, a couple of things I want to recap. Obviously, we talked about all the nice things that happened.
Oh.
If you know, for every drink, we are tipping for the future bartender or cause that we are going to tip towards. Okay, a couple of things. One, as long as we can do this, we will continue to donate to causes. If you have a cause in mind, let us know. Otherwise, we might just continue this cause. But please let us know. We want to help in any and every way that we can. And we can't do much, but we can do what we can do. I think another thing would be, what do you guys want to see from us right now? Because we can keep business as usual, which I'm working from home. So is Chad.
I'm working from home.
We're both working from home right now, which is
so
its
we
own
can't
unique
stand
challenge.
each other.
We can't stand each other. It's its own unique challenge. But it's great. No, we're very thankful to be able to do that. But I would say that we have a different view of weeknights now because we are stuck at home all day. So if there's anything that you want to see us do that we can, we'll try. We've talked about doing more cocktail episodes. We've talked about doing more baking episodes. We shot a flight fight for this coming week. We're just talking about what we can film. But we're also very down in the weeds ourselves of what we think we can do. And so sometimes it's nice to get an outsider perspective of like, it would be cool if you did this. Again, we can't do everything. And, just because you suggest it doesn't mean we can do it. But I think we're interested in suggestions. So we have a few ideas in mind, but we welcome your thoughts. Baking, food pairing.
I want to see a review of Granny's what?
What?
Monica?
Monica?
I want to see a review of Granny's...
Where is this?
Right there. What?
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 Monica, what?
Monica, what?
Monica, what?
I think that might be the new Booker's. Granny's...
Is it?
Something.
Ugh.
I don't know.
All right, Holiday Rob, which I love that name. I hope that's your nickname, and
Holiday
all your friends
Rob.
call you Holiday Rob. Holiday Rob says, this is for my fellow bartenders
Holiday
and you all.
Rob.
Thanks, Holiday Rob. Monica, please clarify.
But Monica, please
Granny's
clarify.
what?
Yeah.
No, it's probably...
baking episodes and food pairings. Kentucky versus Tennessee border flag fight. Okay.
Baking and or marinating food with booze.
Okay. Yeah, should it be things that you all can do yourself at home?
We've talked about doing some more Know Your Distilleries. Yeah, we want to know, like, if we put out baking and cocktail episodes, will that be helpful? Or will that make you mad because you don't have the things at home to do the things that we're talking about? I don't know. So, 5 desert island bourbons. That's a good idea, Timothy. That's very tough. Whew. That's very tough. Tasting all bottom shelf bourbons. I call that our 50 under 25.
It's already up there. Yeah, what was this typo? I want to know what this typo was.
What is this typo?
The Monica did.
I don't know.
Granny's what?
Granny's what? Granny's what?
A drag queen.
A drag queen.
A drag queen.
I am the queen of drag. Cooking with cocktails. Well, that's going to get messy. That's not going to come out right.
No.
I mean, I'll do it.
A little for the recipe, a little for me.
Little for me. Like Paula Deen. This calls for 2 tablespoons of bourbon, but I like to put half a bottle.
Texas versus Kentucky. If we're talking bourbon-wise, I don't know if that's a fair...
It's not a fair fight. You don't want us to do that. You don't want us to do that.
Not from 2 Kentuckians, anyway.
We're biased. We're biased. It's not fair. I won't do it.
James wants Iverson to guest star for cocktails, but then we have to be 6 feet from him.
Oh, no. Can we Skype him in?
We can Skype him, maybe.
Can that happen? We can do that, right?
We have the technology, probably. I don't know.
My baby. Who is... Well, I'll leave that to him.
Right. There you go. Top 5 bourbons for your worst enemies. Yowzers.
Oh, I like that.
I think we could do that. I think we could do that.
Who said that?
She meant Granny's batch. Not Granny's.
I was like, Monica, what?
I think we just broke the internet. We broke the internet, everyone. Granny's what?
Granny's what?
A drag queen.
A drag queen.
Oh boy!
Man,
Oh
I lost.
boy! Oh, I can't get over that.
Cheers to everyone struggling. Mirko. Scooby D. Yes.
Thank you, Scooby D.
Oof. You know what I've realized during this time? I'm not a social drinker. I'm just a drinker.
Right. I don't need people.
I don't need
people around.
I don't need anyone.
I don't need people around.
I don't think that's a good thing.
Well, so here's the thing. We haven't seen 2020-01 in our neck of the woods yet. Not that we've been to any liquor stores lately.
We haven't been to liquor stores. But tell us where it is. Maybe we can go find it.
Probably Northern Kentucky.
But I don't
I Whiskey She Wines. Is it up there?
Tell us.
It's normally where we find it before we find it here. Describe your best
source.
Kentucky hug ever.
From this guy.
Oh, come on. They don't want that. I would say from the William Heaven 12 year. That
okay, you tell them.
Such a good Kentucky hug. Oh. Yes, Total Wine is still open for sure, but last time we were there, they didn't have the 2020-01.
Iverson's there now.
I want to know. if it's
He'll
there.
tell us.
I want to know. Hey, this is J Booth's first ever live stream. Came here from the Whiskey Tribe.
Oh.
You guys are awesome. Thank you. And thank you to the Whiskey Tribe and all you magnificent bastards.
Whew, this was an interesting one to be the first one for you, but I'm glad you're here.
Yeah. Yes.
Some things are happening as
Mash and Drum has reviewed the 2020-01 Bookers. So I would suggest you go check out his video, his episode on that. Yeah.
As soon as we can get it, we'll tell you about it.
Brent says, want to say thanks for this. Tomorrow morning, I am back to the Corona fight. I hope you mean the beer.
No.
And you two provide a needed escape. Keep up the great work.
No, you keep up the great work.
Thank you, Brent. Appreciate it.
You're doing an awesome job. All you guys. And gals.
See, it hit, Booker's hit North Carolina this week.
Matt says, will you guys go down to the New Orleans Bourbon Festival when it's rescheduled?
We hope so.
Whew, we hope so, Matt. We've got that's rescheduled. We're 90% sure we're going to have to reschedule our honeymoon. So it's really just a matter of how many days are left in the year and what does that look like and when does that fall. But our intention is, yes, we will go down if at all possible.
Yeah.
Man.
Because we were gonna present and speak at it.
What an unfortunate thing for them, though. They fell right on that fence.
Right
on that fence of when everything started to cancel. So they were like one of the first things to cancel.
This was our 3 weeks. We had the Bourbon Classic in Louisville, which we went to and enjoyed, and it was great. Then we had the podcasts. Whiskey Weekend Batch 2, which was at the Beaumont Inn in Harrodsburg, Kentucky, which was awesome, and we loved it. And video from that coming soon if you're a patron. It's awesome. Then our third weekend in a row was, and our last of the 3 was supposed to be the New Orleans Bourbon Festival.
And I had already packed.
And it was what? The Wednesday?
We were supposed to fly down on Thursday morning, and it was Tuesday night at 10 p.m. And a lot of people we knew, including Joseph, including some other people who were in this chat. I think Todd was thinking about going, Robot Scott. There were Brian and Tammy, like a lot of people were going. I can't name them all. Some were already down there, some were waiting, but they made the call. At 5 p.m., nothing had been official, so they said it's still on. And by 10 p.m., they said, we got to cancel. And that was because the mayor said, we're shutting down all the weekend events. This is a serious,
Yeah. And look, that's obviously a crappy thing, but also, like, the NFL canceled.
Right after that,
NCAA,
March Madness got canceled.
March Madness canceled. So that obviously it's very crappy. They were, like, in the worst possible time frame. But they have a committee, right, that helps facilitate it, and the committee voted, and the mayor...
How are you going to vote against the mayor's office, right?
So that is just our corny, but our hearts go out to them, right? But also to the people who financially got screwed over because of it, because of flights or hotels.
But you know what? Hotels, not the Bourbon Festival's fault. Like, the hotels did what the hotels did, and I hope that as this has gotten more serious, they've changed their policies, because I know that there was a certain hotel that was the host of the Bourbon Festival that was not giving a full refund, and those people will be coming back, and I hope that they change that. As of now, flight and hotel refund policies have drastically changed because of everything that's going on. I don't think anyone anticipated this. Yeah. And it just sucked for them because they fell right on that line. Like, worst possible. That worst possible point. It was literally the day when everyone started deciding to cancel things. Now, after that, every single thing that we had booked in the next couple weeks canceled, but we weren't upset about that because we knew it was going to happen based off of that. It was like a domino effect. Yes. Anyways, sucks for everyone. Sorry for all of you guys who were affected by it, and we hope that you can get your money back in the long term. Yes. I want to say hey to Bill, the Whiskey Dick. He is in the chat now. He is one of the 3 people that we nominated. The official video hasn't gone out yet on Instagram. Bill is one that we nominated for this virtual tip jar, I already forgot. Show him the jar. This is our jar from tonight, Bill. Look, Bill. Look how much we've drank. Look, Bill. This is from Sarah and I. There's 2 of us. Both. So. There's 2 of us, yeah. So Bill's here. He's going to participate in this. We've had so many awesome Super Chats and PayPal donations towards the United States Bartenders Guild tonight. Woo-woo. Like we said at the top, you're a woo girl. Like we said at the top of the show, there are so many worthy and amazing charities that one could donate to. We picked this one. I like to use the word germane because it's germane to our subject matter, and because like bars that close that don't offer food service, those are the employees that you can't do curbside pickup or carry out. No. They're done. They're laid off, basically. So this organization helps supplement the income that they no longer have because of that. So we are in huge support, and that's why every Super Chat and PayPal donation made within this live is 100% of those proceeds are going to that organization. There's also a link in the show notes if you want to just donate directly to them. Completely fine as well. We are 100% okay with that. We want anything to just go. Just go if you can. Go if you can. One last thing from Golf Whiskey. Here's to working at home. Cheers to all those that have to go out in the real world. Again, yes, couldn't have said it better. Chad and I are both very fortunate to be able to work from home during this time. I'm thankful for the people who can't work from home because they are on the front lines of healthcare and such, and first responders and firemen and things like that who cannot work from home, and those who are just still having to go into work during this time of high anxieties. I drink this bourbon for you. And then Scooby D says, love everyone. We heart everyone too. I think we've gone on long enough on this. We have. I do want to read this comment from Clifton McDaniel saying, bars here in California are allowed to do go-to cocktails and pours. To go. I said go-to, didn't I? You did. Sure did. Bourbon works. I wish we were allowed to do to-go cocktails here. I would get so many to-go cocktails. You are allowed to do to-go bottles, I think. Yes. Trev Wilson just put an awesome link here. Says, join us next over at I Whiskey She Wines. I think Trev might also be moderating that one. Here's the link. You can click it. And then another one of our moderators, Jose, says, cheers to the distilleries that are making hand sanitizer. Indeed, cheers to that as well. Boom City. All right. You are about 10 minutes away from I Whiskey She Wines. Take a bathroom break. Get a snack. Grab a snack, then go over to I Whiskey She Wines. There's a link in the chat right here where you can do so. Go over there. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to them and watch and participate in their live stream. It's for another great cause, bartender related as well. Super, super important and great things. We got to keep these places that we love going during this time so that they're there when we come back. Yes. Absolutely. I just want to thank everyone who has either super chatted or sent us a PayPal or who has donated directly through the link, or honestly donated directly to any fund that you deemed worthy. Hold up the masks again.
This was from early in the show. We
donate your PPE.
This is stuff that we found here at the house. PPE,
for allergies that
personal
we use.
protection, personal protection equipment.
There you go.
Contact your local fire department, your local pharmacy to see how they can utilize your PPE, your personal protective equipment, because it's going to do a world better use out there in the world than it's going to in your closet for when you have allergies or need to mow the grass or want to touch something icky. Just, ooh, David.
I can't lie. Ooh, David. My mom has given me weird
stocking stuffers.
I'm not gonna lie, weird shit. And my stocking, she does big bags of stocking stuffers every year for Christmas, and masks and gloves and little mini hand sanitizers are usually things that she throws in there. And I have always, up until this year, thought, why does she keep giving me these things?
She knew.
Because I just throw them.
Moms know.
I throw them in a closet, and I think I'm never gonna need this. Why does she keep giving me this stuff? I love you, Pam. I love you. And now I have something to do with it, and I'm so glad.
Bill the Whiskey Dick is also pointing out, hey, Whiskey Crusaders, congrats on 1,000 subs. We also want to congratulate you, Matt, and everyone else there at the Whiskey Crusaders for having 1,000 subscribers. That is awesome. You can now name your channel and do super chats and all that. So great.
Yay.
Yeah. So, hey, Trev, we're going to give you some time because we know we're on a little bit of a delay here, but go ahead and post that link one more time. Trev says, drink some water. Grab the snacks. See you in 10 minutes. I want you to post that link one more time, Trev Wilson, please. And don't worry about us because we're gonna donate those masks and gloves tomorrow, so they won't be in our house, so we don't have to worry about people looting for those masks.
If anyone wants to come for 40 masks, I'll fight them.
Yeah.
With my bare hands.
Your bare knuckle.
I'll hit them with this Booker's bottle.
Do it. We can make.
I can make weapons. I can make a Molotov cocktail.
Plenty of Molotov cocktails.
So many. They're going to wish they hadn't come.
There we go. There it is in the chat from Trev Wilson. The link. I Whiskey She Wines was very smart to make it 9:30 because they know we go long-winded and we go over.
We do go over
our time.
And we are over.
You got 8 minutes to go.
Go pee.
I Whiskey She Wines.
Snack.
Go over there, support that awesome cause, and that'll do it for us.
All right. Thanks, Chad.
Thanks, Sarah. And let me mouse over to the stop button.
You should.
All right, thanks so much, guys. Very fun hanging out with you on this Sunday. And until next time.
Drink more bourbon.
And take care of each other.